What's going on, team? Proof here, and welcome to another, Proof Talks. I guess it's like, I don't know if this is a series or what, but here we are. And what I kind of wanted to talk about today are features that I want to see in Vanguard Zero in the future, as I guess part quality of life thingies, and then part things that support a competitive environment. And like, I know Vanguard Zero isn't exactly a competitive game. Like, it's not marketed as such. It's kind of a gotcha game in the backdrop of the Vanguard world, which is cool and everything. But me being a competitive kind of player, I would like to see certain things implemented for it. And I have currently 3 or 4 things that I wanted to talk about. And the first thing I have is I would love to see some type of replay feature in Vanguard Zero. And I've experienced it in other card games, like Duel Masters Plays has it, and it's been really nice to have. And the reason for that is because in a world where you have like some type of really hype game that you want other people to see, it'd be really nice if after the game there was like some post-win screen or something before you go back to selecting a deck and whatnot. If there was a way for you to review the replay of the game. And it makes sense that it could be implemented considering that there's already an AI system that can play the game for you. So to me, it's not a huge leap to be able to have a function in the game that can replay the game that took place like in order of how the game went. And it doesn't have to be like perfect replication in that it's showing like the right animations and what have you. Like, it can be in the format of the auto fight where you have like a ×3 speed or a ×5 speed thing, and it just plays through the game. It allows you to be able to record it on your mobile device, or in the case of me, I can open up my streaming software that has the ability to record, and I can just record the game and commentate over it. And it'll be a nice way for me to have different types of replays, and it'll be a nice way to be able to store replays. Like if I have a game that was really cool that I wanted to show later, I can record it, kind of save it in my back pocket, and then I can show it later. And it allows people to share replays with their friends. It allows them to be able to review replays if they want to try to figure out how to understand a deck better. Like, all in all, to me, it's just a big quality of life change that would make sense to have in the context of the game. And that to me is just something I wanted to talk about. And the second thing I wanted to talk about is I want to see like a proper 2 out of 3 feature. And I've thought about ways that they could implement this, because I know that Bushiroad historically has been in their rule set that the die roll like dictates who goes first and second, but there's not a die roll in Vanguard Zero. They just have like the automator thing that chooses who goes first or second. But I wish there was a way for you to let the game know that you want to do a best 2 out of 3 game. And what it would do is in game 1, you would do the same thing, let the auto thing pick who goes first or second. And then in the following game, it allows the person who lost the previous game to be able to choose who goes first or second. And the same thing in the third game if they're tied 1-1. And this is something you see in Magic the Gathering Arena if you're familiar with people that stream it or play it, or if you follow YouTubers that play. I personally do. And the way that it does it is that at the start screen, before you, I think it's like right before you see your hand, you can choose if you want to be first or second, and then it would show you your starting hand, and then you can choose to mulligan or what have you. And that seems like something that'd be another thing that could be easily implemented in Vanguard Zero. And I guess the ways you could do it would be to have like a toggle switch when you're trying to set up a friend fight room. Like if you want to do a best of 1 or a best 2 out of 3 game, and then the system would know that the person in this room is going to do a best 2 out of 3, or the people in this room. And after the first game, it'll do whatever it needs to do to be able to let the person figure out if they want to play or if they want to start first or start second in the next game after that. And I think that'd be really cool for a competitive environment, because it's hard to do best 2 out of 3 tournaments because every game is chosen by random, and that's not really fair to the person who lost the previous game to try to put themselves in the best footing to try to win the second game to force a tiebreaker. So that's something I would like to see from a competitive side of things. And I would like to see a similar thing take place in the rank room, because Magic has a best of one room and or a best of one setting and a best 2 out of 3 setting, and they have different rank ladders to go along with it. Like, it scales differently, and I would like to see something like that as well, because to me, best 2 out of 3 is the best form of competitive play. And I've talked about this before, but it allows you to adapt to what your opponent has in their deck, and allows you to adapt to how your opponent plays the game. And being able to adapt like that on the fly, to me, shows who is a more skillful player. And to me, that's also the most fun way to play. I would like to see something like that implemented in the future. And the third thing I wanted to talk about is I would love to see some type of more than one event going on at one time. Like, if there's a clan event going on, I would like to see if there was another event that could take place at the same time as the clan event, because while people are excited for the clan event, not everybody is going to be interested in a particular clan for that day. So instead of trying to shoehorn people into getting tickets for that particular clan, if there was a way for them to do some type of other fun thing to be able to convert their stamina or gems into some more collectibles, I think that'd be really cool. I don't know exactly what I have in mind for that, but I'm kind of just riffing here. I think it'd be a cool thing to just have multiple type of events going on at the same time, so that way people can have a little bit of everything. So that way, if people don't like the clan event, they just don't invest in it, or they kind of just don't play Vanguard 0 during that time frame, which is bad for Bushiroad in the long run. But that'll do it for me. Let me know what you think about the things that I talked about, the features or the fun things or what have you that I talked about. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you next time. Peace. Be easy.